Hello everyone. Let's start in child's pose today. Stepping to the back of the mat. Knees separated, mat width apart, big toes touching each other. Let the hips settle down between the heels. Fingertips in front of you. Inhale, lengthen spine or arching your back slightly, lifting the chest up, shoulders relaxed. And slowly start walking your hands forward. So on the tips of your fingers, elbows are off the mat. Take one more deep breath in, moving your hips down, exhale, forehead down. Moving awareness to breath. Watching the natural flow of breath in and out through the nostrils. See if you can walk your hands one more step forward. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Exhale out fully. And slowly walking your hands back. Let's bring the hips down. Keeping the left knee bent. We'll keep the right knee folded in front of us. So holding on to the right foot with both the hands. Keep the spine tall. And slowly start stretching your right leg out. So tummy is engaged, tall spine, toes pointed out. If holding on to your foot is uncomfortable, hold on to your thighs and stretch the leg out. You stay here for 5. Gaze at your right big toe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing. Let the right knee be down, this time holding on to the left foot. So you're pressing your sit bones down, tummy engaged, straight spine, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, take a breath in, exhale, slowly start straightening your left leg out. Take your time, pointing the toes out, straightening the knee. Keep lengthening your spine. You stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, deepen your exhales to straighten the knee out, and 1, releasing. Repeating the same practice. This time we'll hold on to the right heel with both our hands, interlacing fingers. So toes are pointing up or rather towards you. Inhale, lengthen spine, sit up tall. Exhale, start straightening your right leg. So toes are pointing towards you. So take time to straighten the knee out. Only if the knee is straightened out, see if you can lift the chest up a little bit more. Start bending your elbows to bring the right leg nice and close to the body. Gazing again at your right big toe for 5. Deep breaths out. 4. If you can touch the chin to the shin, go ahead and do that. 3, 2, and 1. Releasing. Please take it nice and slow. It's okay if the knee is not straightening. We are only working on stretching the hamstring. Moving on to the other side, holding on to the left heel. Sitting up tall, exhale out fully. Draw the belly in. Slowly pointing the heel up, toes towards you. Once the knee has straightened, choice to bring the leg towards your chest, keeping the spine tall. We'll stay there for 5. Deepening your exhales. 4 is as though you are moving your heel up towards the ceiling and pressing the hips down to straighten the knee out. 3, 2, and 1. Releasing. Let's join the soles of the feet together for butterfly. So we'll hold on to the foot, interlacing fingers. We're just going to flap our thighs up and down, not the knees but the thighs. So the movement is from your inner thighs. Sitting up tall. If you're not able to sit up straight, moving the heels or your foot one step away from you. Let's start flapping from our inner thighs. Keeping the chest lifted up, shoulders relaxed. Increasing the speed for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep breathing normally, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the heels firmly. See if you can move the thighs down for 3, 2, and 1. Releasing. Let's come on to all fours for 5 rounds of cat-cow stretches. Knee, hip in one line, wrist, shoulder in one line, fingers are spread wide. So keeping the toes tucked in. Inhale, drop the belly down, lifting the chest and head up, look up. Exhale, rounding your back, tummy in, rib cage in, chin to chest. Inhale, pressing your toes down firmly throughout the practice. Exhale, rounding your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last round, complete awareness with your spine. Inhale. Move the rib cage forward and up, stretch your neck out. Exhale, moving your shoulder blades away from each other, tucking the chin to chest. Coming back to neutral spine. Let's lift the left arm up towards the ceiling, opening the chest towards the left side. Take a deep breath in, exhale, bringing the left shoulder and side of the head down. If the upper back is fairly open, you can place the back of the head onto the mat. Right arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Choice to stay here only if you feel like wrapping the hand around, holding on to your left thigh. So ideally you are rolling the right shoulder up and pressing the left shoulder down. Choice to keep the eyes closed. Let the body's weight settle down onto the left shoulder. Keep bringing the hip back to center. 5 more deep breaths up. Complete your exhalation, coming back to all fours, take your time. 1 cat-cow stretch at your own pace. Let's move on to the other side. Inhale, lifting the right arm up towards the ceiling, open chest up. Exhale, slide the arm through the elbow, right shoulder, side of the head down. Adjust yourself. So usually the hip moves to either one side, right or left side. So ensure that the hip is in center. You can either be on the side of your head or back of your head. Next inhalation, left arm reaching up. Choice to stay here. If you feel like wrapping the hand around, try and grab hold of your left thigh. This time let the body's weight settle down onto the right shoulder. Eyes closed, moving awareness to your breath. 5 more long breaths out. Complete your exhalation. And slowly coming back to all fours. So adjust your stance in all fours. We'll point the tailbone out, pointing the toes out. Stretch both your arms towards the corners of your mat. Inhale there, exhale, dropping your forehead down. And for the next few breaths, visualize that the chest is sinking down towards the mat. Melting heart posture. If the upper back is fairly open, you can place the chin on mat. So I am starting with the forehead now. We'll stay here for the next 1 minute. So keep pointing your tailbone out, and every time you exhale, let the chest come down towards the floor. Lengthening your exhales for the next 5 breaths. Complete your exhalation. Walk your palms back, coming back to all fours. Downward facing dog. Let's walk the knee one step back, knee separated, hip width apart, tuck toes, keeping the knees bent. First, stretch your spine out, upper body moving towards your thighs. Adjust your stance if required. Fingers are spread wide, broad shoulders. Squeeze your belly in to lift your hip up as you're pressing the heels down. So sync the movement of lifting your hip up and pressing the heels down. At the same time, you're trying your best to move the belly close to the thighs. If your heels are down, taking the toes off the mat for 5. Every exhale, tummy to thigh. 4. Ears in line with your upper arm. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, roll forward to plank, shoulder on top of your wrist. Walk your feet one step back if required. So heels are pointing up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly in, point the tailbone down gently so that you are engaging your lower core also. Inhale, take a breath in. Exhale, let's bring the right elbow and the left elbow down. Lower the hip one step down. So entire body is in one straight line, shoulder on top of your elbow. Gaze forward for 10. I'm just joking. 5. 4. Start strengthening your legs. Tighten thighs. 3. 2. Preparing to come up to plank. Now I'm not joking. So draw the belly in. Press the left palm down. Inhale, pressing the right palm down. Back to plank. Holding plank for 5. 4. 3. Smile. And 1. Let's bring the knees down. Sitting back in Vajrasana. So let the hips settle down between the heels. A simple twist in Vajrasana. So bring the knees closer. Hold on to your right thigh and bring the left elbow outside the knee. See if you can place the palm down. So you're trying to place the entire palm down. Use the support of your right hand to open the chest towards the right side. Inhale, right arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Choice to stay here. Exhale, wrapping the hand around your body, holding on to the left thigh. 5 breaths here. Every time you inhale, lengthen spine. Crown of the head reaching forward. And as you're exhaling, slowly turning your gaze up, deepening the twist. Keep pressing the hip down and keep rolling the right shoulder back. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming up. Let's move on to the other side. So keep the knees together. Take time. First twist and bring the right elbow outside the knee. So the knee, ideally we are trying to press it down. If that's too uncomfortable, just press both your palms and start rolling your left shoulder up. If you are with me, palms up, right palm is pressing down. Chest is lifted, lengthen spine. Inhale, left arm reaching up. Choice to stay here. Exhale, wrapping the hand around your body. Try and hold on to your right thigh. This time you are rolling the left shoulder up. Stay there for 5. Every exhale, squeeze the belly in. 4. Gaze up. 3. Stretch the spine out. 2. And 1. Exhale out completely. Coming back to Vajrasana. Let's bring our palms by the sides of our thighs. So gripping the mat. Fingers are spread wide. Grip the mat. Press the toes firmly. Exhale. See if you can lift the hip. And finally bringing the knee closer to chest. See if you can touch the forehead to the knee. Drawing the belly in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Start leaning forward a bit. Engage your belly. Staying here for 3. Look forward. 2. Maybe one foot off. Dropping that foot off. And 1. The other foot off. And down. Sitting back in Vajrasana. Palms on knees. Straight spine. Shoulders relaxed. Eyes closed. Slowly opening your eyes. Let's lower the hip down, stretching both the legs out. So if you have any existing pain in the knee, avoid lotus. Instead of half lotus, you can keep your leg in Janu Shirshasana, where the heel comes closer to the groin. Okay. So others, if you don't have any pain in the knee, bringing the right foot close to the thigh. So it's ideally you're trying to place the foot in the hip crease. Okay. So for that, lift the leg up a little bit more, as though you're trying to press your belly button with the heel, and then dropping the back of the foot onto the thigh. If the right knee is moving out too much, use your hand support. See if you can point the right knee forward. Left toes pointing towards you. Inhale, lifting the right arm up. Exhale, wrap the hand around your body. You can open the chest towards the right side. See if you can hold on to the right foot or the big toe. If that's not happening, stretch both your arms up. Inhale there. Exhale, slowly start folding forward. Nice and strong left leg. Left toes pointing towards you. Every time you inhale, lift the chest and move it forward. Exhalation, pressing the belly to the thigh. So if you are in half lotus, your heel must be pressing against your belly. So switch to belly breathing for the next 7 counts. Choice to drop your head down, keeping the eyes closed. Keep tightening your left thigh. It's okay if the knee is not straightening fully, but avoid rounding your back too much. Choice to keep the left knee bent. Inhale, look forward, lengthen spine, ribcage moving forward. Point the foot even more towards you. Take one more breath. Oof. Exhale out completely and slowly coming out of the practice. Let's switch sides. So right leg is stretched out. So you will know that you have to keep the knee bent if your back is rounding already when you're sitting with the leg straight. So if your back is rounding when you're sitting straight, keep the knees bent and sit up tall. It's perfectly okay. Left leg, let's lift it up, bring it close to the belly button, touch it there, and then dropping the back of the foot onto the right thigh. Move the left knee in slightly so that the knee is pointing forward, right toes pointing up. Inhale, left arm reaching up. Exhale, wrap the hand around your body, holding on to your left foot. That's not happening, both hands, stretch it up, inhale that, exhale, folding forward. So hold on to any grip onto the right leg. Only thing to keep in mind is that when you're inhaling, visualize that somebody is actually lifting you up from the diaphragm and moving the ribcage forward. Exhalation, squeeze your belly in. You're letting the belly press against the heel. Choice to keep the eyes closed. You can choose to drop your head down also if the back is not rounding too much. Otherwise, look forward to keep the spine straight. 7 more breaths here. Keep rolling the right thigh in. Inhale, look forward, stretch your spine even more, pointing the foot towards you. Let's stay here for 3. Keep lengthening your spine. 2 and 1, releasing. Let's come on to all fours and back to downward facing dog. Just for the stance, feet is separated, hip width apart. Exhale out fully. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Holding plank, 5. Tucking the tummy in, tailbone down, 4. See if you can lower the hip, 1 step down. 3, 2 and 1. Slowly bringing the right elbow and the left elbow down. Interlace fingers nice and tight. Lower the hip even more. Walk your feet 1 step back if required. We'll stay here. This time I'm not joking. Count of 10. Strengthen your legs, belly in. Look forward. 9, 8, 7. Long breaths out. 6, 5. Broad shoulders. 4, 3. See if you can come onto the tips of your big toes. Holding it. 2 and 1. Slowly lower yourself down. Lying down onto the mat. Shashtanga Namaskara. Stretch both your arms out. Forehead down. Feet separated. Hip width apart. Relax. Let's come on to our forearms. Where the elbow and the shoulders in one straight line. We're pressing the palms firmly. We'll turn the right palm in. So look back. We'll bend the left knee, left toes pointing up. Holding on to the left foot from inside. Once you have the grip, move the chest back to center. And slowly start moving the left heel outside the hip. Quadricep stretch. So keep pressing your thighs down. It's okay if the knee is lifting up, but no pain should be felt on the knee. Be mindful about that. Ideally, you are trying to bring the heel down to touch the floor and your left foot is active. Keep the chest lifted. Holding it. 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Release. Switching sides, I'll just turn around so that you can see what's happening. So you're on your forearms, elbow shoulder in one line, feet separated, hip width apart. This time we'll turn the left palm in, point the right toes up. So you can open the chest up to just hold on to the grip from inside. Then turn your chest back to center, active left leg and slowly try to bring the right heel outside the hip. So your right foot is also active. You stay there for 5. My right quadriceps are tighter than the left. See how your body feels on the right and left side. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Releasing. Let's come on to our knees for Ushtrasana. So if you feel any pain in the knee, fold the mat into 2 and you can place the knee on top of the folded mat. We'll keep the toes tucked in to start with. Hold on to your lower back. Let's move the thighs forward and press your toes nice and firm. Use your hands to move the rib cage up. So feel the stretch in your lower abdomen. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Bring the elbows closer. Dropping the right hand onto the right heel. Hold it nice and tight. Squeeze your shoulder blades even more, dropping the left hand down. Keep looking forward, moving your thighs forward a bit more. And as you're looking forward, if both your hands are down, without dropping the hip, pointing the right toes out. Press the right shin firmly and then pointing the left toes out. Final step, dropping your head back. Keep breathing. I can't talk here. You stay here for the next 5 breaths. Look forward. Lift the chest up a little bit more. Exhale. Sit back onto your toes for a toe squat. Straight spine. Bring all 10 toes down. Palms on your thighs. Eyes closed. So let the upper body's weight settle down onto your heels. It's a very good stretch for the soles of your feet. So gently keep leaning back with your body's weight. Inhale, lengthen spine, sit up tall, opening your eyes. Use the help of your fingertips to come onto a toe squat where lifting the knees off. Finding balance, looking down at one point, palms in front of your chest. Draw the belly in. And the next inhale, lifting the hip just off the heel. Thighs will burn, keep the knees together for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come up to standing. Interlace fingers. Give a good stretch to your body. Lengthen spine and lean back just a bit. Come back to center. Let's do a standing balancing posture. Before we move into our final posture, lifting the right leg up. Bring the right knee close to the chest. And bring the right leg in half lotus. Just like what we did seated. We're trying to do that standing now. Now if this is uncomfortable, try to find balance here itself. If you're comfortable here, wrapping your right hand around the body, see if you can hold on to the right foot. That's not happening, stretching both your arms up. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Have a micro bend in the standing knee. And exhale, slowly fold forward and go down with your gaze. So your gaze is going to help you find the balance. Draw the belly in, staying here for the next 7 deep breaths out. If you can press the left palm outside your left foot, go ahead and do that. But keep lengthening your spine forward. Belly is pressing nicely against your heel. Staying here for 5 deep breaths out. 4, 3. See if you can lengthen spine, keep moving the chest forward. 2. If the left knee is bent, see if you can straighten the left knee out slowly by engaging the thigh. And 1. Inhale, look forward with control, slowly coming up. Stretch your left arm out. Releasing the right foot down. Separate your feet, hands by the side, eyes closed for a few seconds. Observe any sensation you feel in your feet, calf muscle, thighs, knees. Let's move on to the other side. And look down at one point to find balance. Let's bring the left knee close to chest. Exhale there and then placing the left leg in half lotus. So if you are uncomfortable here, you can switch to regular Vrikshasana. If you are stable here, wrapping the left hand around your body, see if you can hold on to the big toe. If that's not happening, both arms, stretch it out, inhale there. Exhale, micro bend in the standing knee and slowly coming down with your gaze. So the bend is from the hip. Once the fingertips touches down, work more on spinal extension while inhaling. Exhale, press the belly close to the heel. Staying here for the next 7 breaths. Deepen your exhales. Keep pointing the left knee down. 3 more breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, lift the chest up, and slowly coming up with control. Releasing the left foot down. Feet separated, hands away from you, eyes closed. Watch your body, watch your breath. And squatting down in Malas. First round, preparing for Kakasana. So feet is slightly wider than hip width apart. And you are going to bring the upper arm inside the knee. If you are trying it for the first time, any part above the elbow works. So press the knee against the upper arm. Those who have been practicing for some time, see if you can bring the shoulder close to the knee. So you are pressing the knee nicely against your hands and hands are moving the knees away. So nice and tight grip between your knee and the upper arm. Let's bring our palms down. Fingers are spread wide. Grip the mat. Come onto the tips of your toes. Adjust your knees if required. Keep looking forward and keeping the elbows bent. Slide forward, shifting the body straight forward till you come onto the tips of your big toes. Next, see if you can lift one foot off. Squeeze your belly in and the other foot off. Staying in Kakasana for 5, 4, 3. It's okay if the feet is not coming off, but keep shifting the body straight forward. 2 and 1. Slowly bringing yourself down. Back to Malasana. Press your palms, eyes closed, straight spine. Moving awareness to your breath. Let's slowly bring the hips down. Let's try Padmasana first. Okay. So just like Baddha Konasana, you are keeping the feet slightly away. Let the knees flop to this side. First step, let's bring the right leg in half lotus. Move the knee slightly forward. Slowly walk the left heel close to the right knee. See how you feel. So use both your hands. See if you can lift your shin and place the heel on top of the right knee. If this is not happening, sit in half lotus, chin mudra, sitting up tall for the next 5 breaths. Others, see if you can slide the foot in completely. If your legs are in Padmasana, see if you can wrap your right hand around, holding on to the right foot. Lift your chest up, exhale, wrapping the left hand around your body. You are trying to hold on to your left foot. Yoga Mudra, if that's not happening, just hold on to your opposite elbows. Inhale, lengthen spine, keeping the chest lifted. Exhale, start folding forward. Those who are in half lotus, eyes closed, straight spine, hands in chin mudra. We'll stay here for 5. If you are in Yoga Mudra with me, you are trying to bring the chin down towards the floor. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Exhale out fully. Inhale, lengthen spine, coming up. Releasing the grip. Stretch both your legs out and shake your knees off. Shake your feet off. We'll move on to the other side. So just like Baddha Konasana, let the knees flop to the side. We'll bring the left heel onto the thigh. And first move the right heel close to the knee. See how you feel. If you are able to bring the heel on top of the thigh, slide it in to complete the posture. Otherwise, just keep the foot beneath, hand in chin mudra. You're going to sit up straight in half lotus. Others, see if you can wrap your right hand around and the left hand around, holding on to the foot. Or holding on to your opposite elbows, rolling your shoulders back. Exhale out fully, inhale, lifting your rib cage up and keeping the rib cage lifted up. Stretch your neck, you're trying to bring the belly and the chin down. So keep looking forward for 5. Deep breaths out. 4, 3, 2. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, see if you can touch down for a second. Inhale, coming up. So if you are in Padmasana, let's try Kukutasana. So if the previous arm balance was not accessible, repeat Kakasana. Others can try Kukutasana. I don't know whether it's going to happen with me or not today. Let's just give it a shot. Okay. So if you are if you are in full lotus, see if you can slide your arm between your calf muscle and the thigh. Okay, step 1. Okay, I have to adjust myself, so be on the mat. So you're going to rock back and forth. So you're going to roll back and come forward. Exhale and forward. Roll back and forward. Roll back and forward. So you're going to take one big circle. And when you come to the front of the mat, see if you can press the palm, lean forward, lifting the thighs up. Holding it 5. So keep leaning forward with your chest, thighs are up. 4. Be mindful. 3, 2, and 1. Let's release the hip down. Stretch both your legs out. Lying down onto the mat. Just close your eyes for a few seconds, just like in Shavasana. Relaxing your ankles and the feet. Let's have both knees close to chest and point your toes out. And then point the toes towards you. Let's do 2 more times, pointing your toes out and in. Out and in. Cross your ankles, coming up to seated. Let's try Kukutasana again on the other side. So choice to either repeat Kakasana if Kakasana was not accessible, or you can choose to hold on to forearm plank. Because last time we had the left side, left foot coming in, this time the right foot coming in and then the left. Okay. So momentum is more important here till we get used to lifting up without rolling back and forth. So first step is to slide your arm in. So you have to like scooch it in where the elbow comes up. Choice to keep your palms onto your chin. That's your choice. Or let's start rocking back and exhale forward. Use support of your fingers. Rock back and forward. Let's do it once more. Rock back and forward. This time I'm going to try and lift up. Rock back. Exhale. Lean forward. Lifting your thighs up. Holding it 5. Imagine you're trying to lift the entire pelvic floor up. 4. Stretch your neck forward. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing yourself down. Let's switch to regular cross leg, or you can choose to sit in Padmasana itself. Adi Mudra, thumb inside, other 4 fingers outside. Let's place the palms onto the knees. Straight spine, shoulders relaxed, eyes closed. Just watch your breath. Slowly start involving your entire upper body to breathe in and out. So forehead is relaxed, face relaxed. As you're inhaling, let the belly and the chest expand. Feel it in your collarbones when you're inhaling. And exhale out very slowly. For the next 5 breaths, dropping your chin down. Complete your exhalation, slowly lifting your chin up. Opening your eyes, releasing your palms. Palms behind you, both feet in front of you, knees bent. Just drop the knees to the left side. Come back to center and right. Keep the chest lifted. Let's do 2 more times. Left. Inhale, exhale, right. One last time. And slowly lie down in Shavasana. Feet separated, mat width apart, toes pointing to the side. Shoulders nice and away from your ears. Hands nice and away so that the armpits can breathe. Fingers are curling in naturally. So make any movements you feel like making so that you are comfortable on the mat. Tucking the chin slightly towards your chest. Eyes are softly closed. And for the next few minutes, visualize that the breath that's moving in through your nostrils is going all the way up to your eyebrow center. And as you're exhaling, you're moving your awareness from eyebrow center back to the nostrils, air coming out. Inhale, nostrils to eyebrow center. Exhale, eyebrow center back to nostrils. Complete stillness in the body and awareness with your breath. Shavasana. Keep bringing your awareness back to your breath, staying in Shavasana for 1 more minute. Awareness back to body and breath. Start moving your toes, fingers slowly. Stretch your legs out. Drop your head from side to side. Give a good stretch to your neck. Joining your feet, point your toes out, interlace fingers. Inhale, take a deep breath in, hold that breath in and give a good stretch to your body. You're stretching your lower abdomen, shoulders, chest, elbows, fingers, toes, stretch, 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 stretch and release. Bend both knees, bring the knees close to the chest and roll to the right side. Let's stay curled up for the next few seconds. Keeping the eyes closed, slowly coming up to seated. Simple cross leg. Palms together. Sit up tall. Let the elbows point to this side. Just watch the body sitting still for the next 30 seconds. Bring a gentle smile onto the face. Rub palms together. Rub them a little bit more. We're going to place them on the knees first. So generate more heat onto your palms. And then placing them on your knees. Rub palms again. Place them on your eyes, onto your face, and slowly blink open into your palms. Thank you everyone for being with me and practicing today. It's okay if certain postures didn't happen. Eventually it will happen someday. I'll see you all in the next video. Take good care of yourself. Bye.